Alrighty guys, we're getting a few together here. There's a completed frame here. I've got the string here on the bottom. This is a jute string. I had a bunch of string frames. Over there. You can see about 8 up. There's only like 3 left. And I'm kind of phasing out of string frames. About had all I can stand of that action. I played with them for a while. You can save a few bucks, but to me it's just not worth it anymore. So anyway, yeah, these are our little Varroa traps here basically. They're going to fill this with drone comb. And I saved these. These are the strings that are out, and they were pre-waxed in the string frames. I took those out. I got a buddy that likes to smoke cannabis, and I'm saving these for him because these are great for lighting your cannabis because it's a jute string or hemp string. You can use either one and put beeswax on it instead of sucking up butane lighter fumes. You take your butane lighter and you light your wick on your beeswax hemp, and then you can light your cannabis. So you don't have to suck up. That's an old hippie trick there. Yeah, that's so. I don't use the stuff myself. I don't think smoking any of that stuff is good. But as soon as our great leaders and our corrupt government will let us grow it, I will grow some, and I will tincture it, what I'll do, because it's good medicine. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few together here, and it's kind of nice because as you put these in, I'm going to have, I think, 17 of these. Well, I can harvest 17 frames of brood. This is going right in the brood nest. So they can make this drone comb in here. And we're going to harvest this drone comb every month. I'm thinking every month. We'll check it in a month. I'll bring you along. We'll check them, see how it goes. And they're going to fill this with honey up here or brood. Don't matter. And then we're going to leave that in. We're just going to quickly cut this out with a tool. Leave a little bit at the top here. Don't cut it clear to the string. Do not remove the string. Leave that and just run your knife here. Chop this all out, put it in a bucket. You're going to melt it down in your solar wax melter. Every month you're going to harvest that. So that's a lot of wax every month out of these things you're cutting out. Now, granted, you can buy them green frames for Van Lake, but I had these frames, and I was downsizing with this string frame business. So yeah, so what I'm doing, let me show you what I'm doing here. It's quite simple. I'm putting my frame in the vise here. You're going to get on a deep sheet of plasticell. You're going to get 3 of these cuts, just like this. It's 2.5 inches wide. Well, you're going to bury 1/4 inch of this each side into your grooves. All right. Well, when you cut these things, you're going to have an edge like this on each side, and then you're going to cut one in the middle that's going to have an edge like this on both sides. So to get rid of that, this one here, I've got to do it. So all I did is take my saw here, got it set up. I'm using it as a I pulled my fence over, using it as a platform, clamping platform, and I'm doing this. That's all I'm doing. I'm taking my El Cheapo Harbor Freight sander. Now, I've already gone through one pad. I did a bunch of them. But this will plug up the pad because these are our pre-wax, see? But I got to put a little bevel on here. It's very simple. Flip it over. Bevel this side. Nothing to it. See, you get a nice little bevel on that baby right there. You just take this feather edge and peel it off your fingers. Then you come over here and you plop it in that crack there, just like that. Take your rail. So you've already got your, this is where that was in there. I had a string in there, I took it out. That hemp string was in there. And I put that hemp string on the other side and stapled it down, and then I ran a little bead of wax over it. So now you just put this over top, put it in the groove, like that. Take your hammer, snug it up a little bit. Grab your brad nailer, eyeball it there. I flip it around. See, it's all floppy. You just bring it over. Done. Done. Now, what I'm doing here for a quick ID, I mean, you could spray paint these green or something. You know, you could just take an aerosol, maybe spray them all green, but in this case, I had these pins already. These thumbtacks, these nice bright shiny thumbtacks. So I thought I'd throw these in here for a quick ID. 3's probably overkill, but I got plenty of them. Just like that, guys, that's it. There she is. She's ready to go in a hive, and you're going to be able to harvest, wherever you drop one of these in, you're going to be able to harvest a frame of brood, bees and all. Bring it out of there. If you go to your out yard or whatever, take a 10 frame, whatever, and start pulling bees out. Make sure your queens aren't on there and plop them in. Drop one of these in the nest. Now, when you drop it in the nest, make sure that you've got a solid sheet of brood all the way, cap brood on each side of this frame. Do not drop this in on the wall. Drop it in the middle of the nest somewhere where you've got solid sheets of brood on each side. Otherwise, they're going to make a wobbled mess out of this comb. You want a nice straight comb, but you want, they pretty much put in drone comb in there. They'll pretty much slop drone comb in there that you can harvest. So you're going to be able to harvest all these frames. I'll get 17 frames of brood here. Well, guess what I'm going to do with that? You guessed it. Make more nukes. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, tomorrow we'll go out and put these in a colony and get her done. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.